What's up everyone, Doyler here, and I'm actually back with another Guild Wars video. I know that I said I wouldn't do one of these for every day of our attacks after the first war, but I have such an interesting day today, I'm actually going to show you guys how I do and try and do a bit more strategy than I've been doing live on stream. Why is that, you ask? Well, we are in the Starry Emerald, 3rd tier. We've won every day so far. As you can see, we've got a fairly large lead on the next few opponents. Also, I only got 10,400 points over the course of 2 days on stream, so that is a little disappointing. That said, look at these fort numbers. We somehow broke the matchmaking system. I've never had a day where 1.1 million was our weakest fort, let alone our strongest fort. So I'm gonna see if we can get at least a 90% win ratio. There are 80 opponents, so if we can win 72 of these, that would be super cool. I don't know if we'll be able to get 100% because there are a few stronger but not perfect teams in some of these bigger forts. 2 teams over 3 million may be hard to beat if we spread super thin, but let's jump right in and see what we can do. So, 10 forts. Is it possible for us to win without an E5 in some of them? We've only got 10 E5s, and we're not going to get a huge win rate in those stronger forts without them. So the absolute weakest fort is this one. The strongest team is 629,000. So what sort of power rate can we get without an E5 hero? What if we ran something like these two? We're already stronger. We will have burn, and they should already be geared up. So if we run Scary and Sigmund, that saves us an E5, and we have a chance at fully clearing that. So Siggy is built mostly tanky, and Scary is geared up, also tanky, so they should be able to survive. If we run them with Phoenix and some buffers, we may just be able to clear this entire fort without an E5 hero, which would be good progress. We also have the Illyria for affection bonus and some debuffing. Let's actually run the Delaciums here. Well, no, we don't need the dot replication. Try and save some of those heroes. So let's run Illyria, and let's fill it out with more food Illyrias, I think. I think it's better than any fortress fodder heroes we can run. We're going to save the Emily's for a Mimcheese. So 872,000. We are stronger than the strongest team. Let's see if we can get all 8 wins. Alright, we got all 8 wins without an E5 hero. That is awesome and good progress. Our next weakest is 275,000. Their strongest is 900,000, but if you've watched my tips video that may or may not be out yet, you may notice something. No pet. We are able to smoke this team with a pet, so honestly the strongest team we need to beat is an E1 Cthulhu. So let's try the same thing without using an E5 hero, and then we can really start stacking them up in the other forts. So we'll save Michelle. So what if we do Heart Watcher, who's already geared for PvE. We bring that 7-star Siggy. Let's make sure he's actually geared, and we can take it off afterwards. So 7-star Siggy, we're going to gear him up. We'll put a Fearless on. He should be able to survive round 1. We'll actually put Heart Watcher in the front slot as well, just in case. And we will run, maybe the Olivia is, I don't want to overload on support heroes on these forts either. The stronger heroes we can save for those later forts, the better in this honestly super weird scenario. So let's run the Siggy. Let's run the Heart Watcher. We can actually run Faithblade here. He's not been great in other forts, and honestly, this alone should... We may not even need Faithblade. The strongest was 600,000. So let's run like this Ada, and I think we'll be good. I think she's already geared up. We'll save this DA for another fort. So let's just fill it out with forest heroes. Heart Watcher, one of the Oberons, and just something else, another Heart Watcher. So we do have Burn, Phoenix. Hopefully we can get another 8 wins on this easy fort. Awesome. So we're still at 100% win ratio. This one is going to take longer, but trying to get every win would be awesome. So let me just update my notes real quick. So the next weakest fort we've got is this one, 311,000. So we do have a 1.2 million power team, so this one will be harder, but everything else will be easier. This is the only one we really need to worry about. One E5 with a max pet can mop the floor with a 9-star team. So, anyone in here So there are no shields or anything, so let's just run Asmo on this fort with support. Asmo, and then we'll run DM. That's 6-star Deathsworn for the burn, who's already configured, and then we'll fill it with Shadow Heroes, since we don't really care about control immunity against a lot of these, so we're going to try and get higher DR and stack the faction bonuses. We're going to grab some of these lower ones, because we're going to use the other heroes for other stuff. So we do have our burn, so let's run the Phoenix again and hope for another 8 wins. I am concerned about that 1 million power team. If it has a max pet, our Asmo may be burned. So let's drop one of these. And let's make sure our Curse is geared. We can also unequip that Siggy as we already used him. So let's check our Cruise, make sure he's geared, and use him for some more support. Good, he looks good. I think Cruise and Siggy can hopefully win that 1.1 million power. That is the scariest part of this fort for our 100% win ratio. Obviously, other than that, this is a fairly easy fort, all things considered. But so this is the 3rd fort we're attacking. We have 7 more to go for all of these heroes. So what if we also throw in a Penny? I'll feel safer doing it this way. And she's already geared. Let's do this. Hopefully we can get 8 wins. I'm only concerned about the 1. 7 would be likely. Yes, we got it. Awesome. Let's watch that fight real quick. I know I spent a lot of time on it, and I may have been overkill, but we're hoping for at least 90%, if not 100% win rate. I'm guessing the Siggy active, or the Asmo active smokes them, and it was a waste of time. Yeah, we probably went overboard on this fort, but that's alright. Nice and easy clear, though. Well, they did take down even our Penny mate. Nah, Penny crits. Alright, so easy enough clear. That is 3 forts challenged and a 100% win ratio. We did not mess with anyone's gear that time, so we're good to go. Let's go to our next easy fort. 448,000. So, really 2 teams that can challenge us, but Karim and Aiden, not really that scary. So really it's just some decent E3 and E2 warriors we need to worry about. So, how is our Aspen currently geared? I'm thinking Aspen for this fort. Aspen is geared very aggressive, good. Actually, let's run our Mimchees first before we do that. Let's find the semi-strongest fort with no Garudas, so... Not this one. So neither of the ones with 3 million. We're not going to run Mimchees against either of these two. So the next strongest fort is 766,000. So there is an E2 Garuda here that's slightly concerning, and an E1 here. I think we could probably still clear it, but what about this 600,000? It does have a 2.4 million strength team, but this is beatable with Garuda, or without Garuda. Let's try Mimchees on this one. I'm slightly concerned that we're going to lose here, but if we win, it would be awesome. So before we do that, let's make sure our Emilys are geared up. Yeah. So we did get them to 9-star now, which is good. So, We're going to keep them level 100 for now since we do want them to die. They are going to run a 2-2 split. And... I don't know if we would rather run... I guess we'll run an energy artifact on them so they do get the... I guess at 9-star she's not as relevant. So at 10-star Emily's active does get the attack bonus. At 9-star she doesn't. It's just a speed bonus, which doesn't really matter. So we actually want her to do her basic to lower their crit just in case. So we'll run her with DR. She should still die. We'll take... Oh, wait. We'll keep that block HP on her because I don't have the artifacts for all the other ones. We'll run this, and let's run a slightly better 2-2 split on her. We're going to run 4-star and 3-star gear. We want our Emily's to go to half health, but not live forever. And this one will run 4-3 as well. We've got plenty of 4-star gear, so it's not a concern. And do we have an artifact we can run on her? We may just run a red. Yeah, we'll run a red DR on the 3rd Emily. We'll take that. Whoa, I want this fearless for other stuff. We've got that other DR. Okay, we'll run red DR on the 2nd, 3rd. Okay, so we're going to 3 Emily's, our E3 Michelle, and our Mims. So I think we should be perfectly fine to clear this fort. It is a heavier lineup compared to our other ones, but it's not this one, right? So this one is actually higher average power, but lower top teams. This has that 2.4 million team. If we can beat that 2.4 million team, it would be huge with 1 E5. So let's go for this one. This will be the first real test of whether or not we're going to lose. So Michelle, 3 Emily's. Actually, let's fix our... So the strongest... They are... Warrior is what we're scared about in this one. So let's give our baby Mim a anti-warrior artifact, since we don't really have anything super great that we can run on him. So let's make sure he's got anti-warrior, which is one of these nail, right? And our big Mim is running MSS to stay alive just a little bit longer. So let's run that on this fort. Oops, not Belrain. So E3 Michelle, 3 Emily's, baby Mim, and big Mim. So 2.4 million is the strongest. We are at 1.3. Snake is better than Apparition since our Apparition isn't finished. So I think we're going to get 9 wins, but 10 would be awesome. Or 8, sorry. Yes, we managed to beat every team with a Mim Cheese. Let's watch this one. I know this video is going to run long, but 100% win rate would be so much fun. Let's see it go down. So Emily's all proc. These ones haven't procced yet, but they are surviving. And we did get a stun on the Esmo, which is fun. So now they've all procced, and the Mims are about to go off. So baby Mim does die still, but the E5 Mim smoke them. We are golden. We didn't change anyone's gear really, so we're still good to go. So our next easy food should be this one. Yeah. 420,000 average. So what do we got here? The strongest one is 1.3 million with no real meta heroes down here. So I think just any E5 or any non-E5 setup, we should actually be golden. Unfortunately, we don't really have any. Belrain and Drake are more going to be supports for our E5s on the harder forts. So we are going to use an E5 on this one. I think this may be the best bet for our Athaqua setup. A solo Athaqua is not going to beat this team. A solo Athaqua could beat this team. She won't win on this fort because it's harder, or this one. So really our choices are these ones for the solo Athaqua. We have 6 forts left. If we get to 5, we can use 2 E5s on all of them. So let's try this one. This is the highest average. Oh no, this is one we can't do. So 700,000. I think a solo Athaqua can beat this, and this is the highest average fort. So we're going to run Athaqua, who's already built, crit, etc. We'll run a Dominator who's built tanky. We're going to mostly go Fortress or Shadow since we have these guys geared for that Seal Land clear. I don't think we have any Deathsworn left. We don't, so we're not going to get any burn from this, so that's okay. We will run... we'll run Dragon for the crit. Yeah. We'll use this Gustin since we have him. Let's throw some... No, we're not going to throw dummies in. We'll use Glenn just in case. Baby Gustins. So we should be able to clear this fairly easily. We will run... No burn, we'll run the Dragon. Just try and burst them down real quick, hoping for 8 wins again. Ah, we got our first loss. That is unfortunate. Let's watch it. I assume it's... Oh no, we managed to lose to this team. The Forest team. That's too bad. So we lost our 100% win rate, but let's see how it went. Ithaqua did have Unbending Will, so she should be able to get a lot of kills before anything really happens. Oh my goodness, that damage was huge. Wow, I did not expect that kind of damage from the E2 Garuda. That's too bad. Maybe some support, but so we RIP 100% win rate, but we should be able to at least get that 90% I was hoping for. So this is our next easy fort, 1.5 million. We are going to run the damage heavy Aspen. We'll use the Amun-Ra, who should have a magic source. And we will use these guys. We will run Deer to keep him alive a little longer. So this should be nice and easy, 8 wins. Yep, perfect. 4 forts left. Some of our hardest opponents still to go. 1.3 million. 2 million. 3 million. So this is another easy fort. 1 E5 alone should do it. Let's run... How many forts do we have left? 4 forts left. So we can run 2 E5s on every other. This Garuda is built tanky. We'll use this Garuda. Olivia for some support. The Delasiums, we should have used the Delasiums. We don't really have anyone to replicate anymore at this point. Run Unimax. And some Obrons, who are already geared up. We'll run the Deer since this Garuda is tanky. It should be a nice and easy 8 wins. Ah man, that one hurts. We still got only 1 loss so far with 3 forts left to go. So 2.3 million I think is our next easy opponent. So I want to save my most meta heroes. I think Ada can take this on mostly with some help. She is built tanky for Aspen and PvE. So we've got... Actually run her in the front since we don't have a ton of support. We'll save the Rogan for a Drake combo. Run this DA, 2 Delasiums, not a huge benefit, but they are extra damage, and we'll throw in this Oberon. We will run Deer to keep the Ada alive. So this is a light team. We may lose another one, but it should give us a ton of strength for those last 2 forts. Hopefully, Sodal Ada can take that strong team. Perfect, 8 wins. We are down to 2 forts, only taking 1 loss. We have climbed our leaderboards, not really shot them up them. So this is the hardest fort, right? Slightly stronger. Alright, so this is our... We're going to use Carrie, Sherlock, and Garuda on the last fort, right? That's a real strong setup. And then on this one, we'll run this. Yeah, I like this. We don't need Deer, so we can actually run the Dragon, which will stack with Rogan and should get some huge crits from Drake. And then we will run... We don't have any support heroes left, really, let alone burn. Let's run... I don't know who else we have. I think it's mostly just going to be... Oh, we have the 2 ice trolls that should still be geared for Steel Lens, so that doesn't hurt. So I think we can get that last one, and it's going to be hard. We may get 7 again here. Oh, and we got 8. That is awesome. Oh, it's so unfortunate. So we are geared with our PvP heroes. we're going to run Carry, Tanky Garuda, and Sherlock into one fort. And we'll actually go with Dark Support Heroes for the control immunity, just in case. And we will run this with Deer. This is a sustain team. We should be able to get 8 wins easy. So there you have it. We managed to get 79 out of 80 wins for a 98.75 win rate. I'm really disappointed we didn't push a little harder in the other fort. We probably could have, considering I'm guessing we absolutely smoked this team with our 3 heroes. I know this video ran a little long, but it was really fun to fight some super easy opponents at this level. But be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you like the content, and let's watch the end of this fight.